for the call of today's game, here's Josh Worden.
Hi everybody from RoughRiders Field in Frisco, Texas. We welcome you in for Game 5 of a 6-game series between the AA affiliate of the Texas Rangers, the Frisco RoughRiders, and the AA San Diego Padres affiliate, the San Antonio Missions. It was a couple of frustrating games for the RoughRiders in the middle of this series. Yesterday was better. Hi again everybody, back in the booth. I'm Josh Worden. Yesterday a come-from-behind win for the RoughRiders right when they needed it most in their final at-bat. Bottom of the 8th inning, they came from a 1-run deficit, scored 4 runs in a matter of 3 pitches on back-to-back-to-back pitches, scoring the tying, go-ahead, and insurance runs, highlighted by a 2-run triple from Aaron Zavala, and the RoughRiders claimed a 6-3 victory last night. Now it's Jose Corniel on the mound for the RoughRiders. He has not allowed an earned run. There's those zeros on the graphic. That's over 15 2/3 innings, so pretty good sample size for a 0 ERA. He'll try to keep that going as he continues to return off of Tommy John surgery that wiped out his 2024 season. He's still coming off of it. Carlos Cardoza, the RoughRiders manager, tells me he expects Corniel to be allowed a leash of 50 to 60 pitches tonight, and he hopes to continue some strong work against the Missions. Here's the lineup for San Antonio. It's Albert Fabian stepping in for the Padres affiliate. He'll be followed this inning by Romeo Sanabria and Marcos Castañon, the first baseman and designated hitter respectively. This is a Missions lineup that torched the RoughRiders on Wednesday, but has been relatively quiet otherwise, including just the 3 runs yesterday after hitting 7 home runs on Wednesday. They have not hit a home run in any other game other than Wednesday, but then again, neither of the RoughRiders. They hit 4 home runs on Wednesday in a loss, have not homered otherwise, and these two teams are tied up at 2 games apiece in this series. First pitch of Game 5 is lifted into left field. Well hit by Albert Fabian. It takes Jones all the way back to the wall, and it hits the fence. Fabian up to second base. Jones up with it and gets it back in. It's a leadoff double for Albert Fabian, and that ball carried pretty well going opposite way from Fabian's bat, and he's aboard with a 2-bagger. Fabian's just second hit of the series. 1 for 8 previously, and he manages a double. Here's our umpires today. Trey Jester, John Forster, Garrett Griffin, our crew chief. Jester, the one you see there, calling balls and strikes today. Hasn't had to call any of those yet. 1 pitch, and it was put into play by Albert Fabian into left field. And just like that, Jose Corniel threatened a bit. Again, no earned runs allowed by Corniel yet this season for Frisco. Ground ball to the right side. This should advance the runner to third. Biggers picks it out and makes the play to first base. 1 away, runner at third now. That's Biggers on the right side of the infield next to Franier Chavez, made the put out at first. It's Sebastian Walcott at short and Caber Rodriguez at the hot corner. And then in the outfield, Keith Jones, Aaron Zavala, Luis Mieses from left to right. Jose Corniel's battery mate is Julian Brock today. He's crouching behind Marcos Castañon, who steps in. Castañon, the 3-hole hitter, went 1 for 3 yesterday, hitting .269 with 12 long balls this year, looking for his 57th RBI if he can bring home Fabian. With 1 out, here's the first toss. It's a ground ball over Corniel. This should score the run. Biggers looks at home and considers throwing there, but he was not playing in. The RoughRiders knew that a ground ball at the middle would score the run. It does, and there is the first earned run that Jose Corniel has allowed this season. He's gone 16 innings now officially with that put out, 16 1/3. And on the ground out, an RBI for Marcos Castañon, back-to-back grounders to Jax Biggers, and the Missions plate a run in the top of the first. Now Moises Gomez at the plate takes a called strike on just the 4th pitch of the inning. 3 pitches and a run comes home for the Missions. Gomez thinks about taking a cut at that one and just did hold back. Pretty humid today. It was raining heavily this morning, but it's held off for the last 4 or 5 hours. 85% humidity. 1-2 pitch, elevated fastball, gets right by Gomez, and Corniel strikes out the right fielder to end the inning. Nobody left on, but one run does come in after a leadoff double from Albert Fabian. 1-0 Missions halfway into this first inning on the HEB RoughRiders Baseball Network. 2-1 pitch is hit hard up the right side, of fair ball. This will score Brock easily from second base. Marcus Smith wants 3. The ball dug out in right field. Smith digging for third. He'll get there without a throw. They're waving him around. The throw in from right center field is up the line, and Smith is safe. And inside the park, home run for Marcus Smith. Keep on running, Marcus. Bases loaded, 2 down. And the pitch. Hacked at to left field and hard hit. Vaz running back to the warning track, to the wall. Grand slam! Keith Jones leaves the yard on an 0-2 pitch. Third home run of the year for Keith Jones II. And a grand slam in the first inning to put the Rough Riders on the board 4-0.